Ah, yes. Another traveler not of the Khajiit. I hope you fare better than the people of elsewhere have of late. By chance, would you care to know more about my kind, the Alfiq? I am happy to share, if only to prevent further misunderstandings. Excellent! I appreciate curiosity in others. Though diminutive compared to our fellow Khajiit, do not underestimate us, yes? Many of us are masters of spells, so please do not attempt to treat us as house cats. We resent that. Ah, yes.
Another traveler, eh? Perhaps Raifi can provide you with knowledge that helps further your understanding of the Khajiit. As a Dagirat Khajiit, this one thinks you should know more about us. Under the bright moons, we jump and dance among the tree limbs of our home. In darker times, we use our cunning and magical arts. Yes, that is as with anything, most, but not all. And yes, start. We are varied, even as your kind is, and generalities close your mind. Also, we prefer to watch from afar before acting. When you do see us, we've likely been observing you for a while. Wonderful question. Yes, it is, and it is up to you to apply it as such. Perhaps that is enough information to ponder for now, yes? All of it is a good start, a basis to draw upon. Now keep an open mind and make your own observations, yes?
Greetings! It is good to see another traveler. Please, come join us for a few moments. We would love the company.
There you are. Any questions before we leap into this slippery hedge maze? Once we get inside, we'll cover more ground if we split up. Don't get too concerned if you don't see me around. Think of me as your loyal, rakishly handsome shadow. As for any rough stuff with the bandits, I'll leave that to you.
Blessing be upon you, Rook. Have you a moment to talk? Would you like to hear the fragrant word of Azura? It was she who gave us shape and told us the three secrets. She who protected us from the wrath of Ifre and taught us the mysteries of the moons. Ah, yes. Mazdur entered this den of vagrants with the most honorable of intentions. He only wished to share the wisdom of Our Lady of Dusk and Dawn. This is the unfortunate result. That would be most appreciated. This one is sure you'll find the key nearby. And if you could recover Mazdur's amulet of Azura as well, the bandits' leader, Zareba Sharpclaw, seemed to admire it greatly. It will likely be by her side. Azura bless you, brave Rook. Mazdur must travel many places to spread the word of his lady. Through divine inspiration, his paws follow the path to where Azura feels he is most needed. Unfortunately, he is not always met with welcome. It is true that Mazdur is trapped within this cage, soon to be sold off to vile slavers. But it is also true that you have arrived to save him in this, his hour of desperation. Asura watches over this one always, and so he is never afraid. Mazdur has dedicated his life to the brilliance of Asura. Every morning he sings her praises. Every night he humbles himself with prayer. His days are spent wandering elsewhere, spreading her fragrant word. It was the wisdom of Asura that gave the Khajiit many forms, each for its own purpose. It was she who gave us the skills to be exceedingly quick, exceedingly clever, and exceedingly beautiful. How could Mazdur the Moonstruck not honor her? This one's title, bequeathed upon him by his family long ago. Asura was born alongside the moons. This is known. Mazdur is moonstruck, stricken by the beauty and power of the moons, connected to his lady through reverence and wisdom.
There he is. Boy, this is creative.
No, stay back! Don't touch me! What's the matter? The giant spike trap under Feskar's feet. It could impale Fez at any moment. Not by choice! The ruddy fang trappers forced Fez onto this plate. They play this game with new slaves to break their spirits and teach them to listen. If Feskar steps off this plate, he becomes a Fez kebab. Fez does not want to be a Fez kebab. You and Jakarn come to free Feskar? Bright moons, yes, free me. To disarm the plate, you pull the chain over there, but you need a key to unlock it. Look for a chest deeper in the tangle. I know they keep the key inside it. Please, hurry!
I'll keep watch here in case any guards wander by. You see if you can find the key he's talking about. Deal? You shouldn't have much trouble finding this chest. I sincerely doubt the ruddy fangs made any effort to hide it. Just don't take too long, alright? Guards could wander by at any moment. Plus, Fez is a terrible conversationalist.
Find the key to free the chain. Pull the chain to free Fezcar. This is simple, yes? Please hurry. Fez wants to live. Or at least use a decent privy before he dies. The ruddy fangs didn't even give me a bucket!
If you're planning on raiding Hakoshi, I'm staying behind. Nearly got my tail chopped off last time.
Had another run-in with Sugar Slinger the other day. Nothing I hate more than a stuck-up smuggler.
See, Fez, there's our friend, right on time. You know, Fez still hasn't told us where the jewel is. Not trying to insinuate anything, just an observation. He is my friend. You know, pro tem. Look, if people like me only made friends with trustworthy people, we'd all drink alone. Who wants that? You know, Fez still hasn't told...
There you are. Did you find the key? Fezkar's fur falls out from all this stress. Baan-Dara be praised! Slide the key into the lock beneath the chain. Turn it to the right until you hear it click. Slowly. And do not take the key out before you pull the chain. Otherwise, Fezkar is skewered like a tasty pig. Tell you? So you can leave me here to die? Your new friend Fezkar was not born yesterday, Walker. I will tell you, only that the jewel is hidden safe in a lockbox on a high cliff. You will not find it without my help. Now, free Fezkar, please!
Steady hands, friend. I'll just be right over here.
Fez does not move. Fez does not even breathe. Face just stays very, very still, yes? Free at last! Thank you both. Now, all this key finding and trap disarming is hard work, yes? You've earned a rest of the...
Two-faced little... Really should have seen that coming, Jakarn. Sneaky little bastard. Where did he even hide that gas bomb? Ooh, you know what? Let's not think about that. Friend. Right. I hate to admit it, but good old Fez is sliding rapidly toward dopey rival. Sometimes colleague at best. Ugh, anyway, Fez grew up in the Stitches, cliffside settlement above the Scar. He might have hidden the gem there. Exactly. It fits. Still, the Stitches is a big place, and he's got a head start. Fortunately for us, Akon and these bandits did a number on his legs. He hobbled out of here like an 80-year-old stork. If we move fast, we might catch him. We should split up. Famous last words, right? Whoever finds that sneaky Khajiit first holds him down until the other arrives. Then we all find the gem together, yeah? Mara's mercy, I'm starting to talk like a cat. I've been in elsewhere too long. See you there, good looking.
You have the key, yes? If you would open the cage, then. Praise Asura for your timely intervention, Rook. Come now, let us speak outside. Mazdur is grateful for such a rescue. Were you able to find his amulet as well? Then you have this one's gratitude. And the gratitude of Asura as well, it seems. Just as Mazdur was leaving, he happened to find something of value. Take it as your well-earned reward. So Mazdur is once again saved by the intervention of Asura. Through your actions, of course. As of late, this one's thoughts turn to green shade. While the Khajiit have always welcomed Asura into their hearts, the Wood Elves still look toward her with apathy. Perhaps it is they who most need to hear her fragrant words. No, Mazdur will be met with hostility. Of this he is sure. But Asura will watch over him and lead this one to those who may be willing. In this he has faith. just as he has faith in the Lady of Dawn and Dusk herself. And so Mazdur is... The Argonians claim to be communing with the Hist, but Maik thinks they are just napping. It is best to never speak of dragons, lest they show up. This Maik has learned. We've met? It must have been this one's brother, Maik the Fibber. You have heard that the Khajiit love naps, yes? So does Maik. Though maybe Maik is napping now, and this conversation is but a dream, hmm? You have heard that the Khajiit love... You have heard...
You come here looking for a fight? All right then, let's fight!
Tear them apart!
You heard the lady. Nothing personal.
Kill them now! Get them! Get them!
Yeah, I hear you. I'm on it. Pleasure. Watch me.
Get them! Get them!
Yeah, I hear you. Oh, you're going to pay for that! This won't be good for business.
Seems that duty calls, thank the moons. Raz does not know if he would have survived.
Clean goods, bought and sold.
Have you found one of my master's treasures? He's always interested in reclaiming what is rightfully his. Really? You look surprisingly sane for someone who's touched all 3 bottles. You must be incredibly resistant or... well, it's none of my business. I cannot thank you enough. My master will be very pleased. I hope you didn't run into any trouble. Just one. The last person who returned these bottles found them under a pile of corpses. He was so affected by the wine that he purportedly spent the rest of his existence atop that mass of bodies. Fortunately, you seem to be immune to the curse. My master is a connoisseur of cursed collectibles. Wine, jewelry, paintings, people. Here is your reward. If you find more cursed items, please bring them here. I still hope that if his collection grows large enough, he'll no longer need me in it. Thank you again for returning my master's wine. If someone brings me the rest of his cursed collectibles, he might finally let me leave this place. I stole a cursed book from my master, and was punished by being trapped in this exact place, waiting to receive other stolen items. I've stared at this same wall of rocks for years, dreaming of using my legs again, if only to jump from this cliff. Never say his name, stranger. His name is more horrible than any curse. Thank you again for returning my master's wine. If someone brings me the rest of his cursed collectibles,
Hail.
that was uncalled for.
That was wrong, and it's against the law.
All my fur ripples in happiness. Euraxia, the horrid usurper, is deposed. There might not be enough moon sugar and Tamriel to celebrate that.
Indeed. And an outsider stepped in to assist in that, which is a marvel. This one wishes all those involved in this change of circumstance well.
With our new queen, I hope to see great things. Though, of course, it can't happen overnight. I must remember my patience.
Patience does not agree with you on most days, but it is well to see you continue your practice. As for elsewhere, yes, much work remains, including these dragons. This one does not envy our new queen.
What is it? Get back! You will not take the jewel from Feskar! It's mine!
Listen to me, Fez. That jewel's made you crazy. No one can make that jump.
You lie! Baan-Dar smiles on me, Jakarn. Riches, glory, all will belong to Feskar!
Fez! Damn it, don't do this! Stop! Fez! God damn it, Fez, you idiot! Why did... Wait. It's not that far. Oh yeah, I can make that. Definitely. You see it? The Jewel of Baan-Dara is right there on that cliff. Right where Fez dropped it for safekeeping. It's not that far. Not really. Sure, but he was injured. And not half as athletic as me. Akon worked him over, and the wind wasn't right. Besides, he was never a good jumper. That jewel will make us, rich, like royalty. Wealthy, irresistible royalty. Look, it's so close. Fez didn't... Wait, what? Why am I standing at the edge of a cliff? Why would I jump off it? Laura's mercy, that's Fez's body down there. What was I thinking? Jumping off this cliff is insane! I really need a drink. You need a drink, right? I need a drink. Meet me at the Goiter's Gulp, would you? We'll settle up there. Don't worry, I'm not gonna jump. I just need to clear my head and say goodbye to a friend. Fez, you stupid, stupid cat. I'm gonna miss your mangy hide.
Well, look at this, Akan. It's just who we were waiting for.
Akan says you don't need biting. Fine, that's fine. If you find any sugar, bring it back, yes? Or I bite you.
You are clever for an outsider. Akan respects that. Do not threaten to Heba, and you and Akan will get along.
So we meet again, Vagar. I see you, but not your friends. Where are Jakarn and that mangy idiot, Fezgar? Truly? Dark moons, eh? Fez was stubborn and foolish, but he did not deserve to die. This may surprise you, but I did not want Fezgar dead, just soundly punished. Seems I was right about the jewel after all. I warned you before. There is a hex on the jewel. I do not usually place much stock in folktales, but the clan mothers say Baan-Dara created this gem to teach the Khajiit that some prizes are not worth the risk. Lesson learned, I'd say. With greed, yes. Perhaps I made a mistake in sending young Fezgar to recover it. Perhaps I made a mistake in sending that sweet-tongued Breton as his partner. Let's find out, shall we? Hello, Jakarn.
You are clever for an outsider.
You should speak to your friend. Who knows how this will turn out?
Well, this is awkward. No tricks this time. One way or the other, I need to settle things with Tuheba. Otherwise, I'll never have any peace. Take this for your trouble, huh? Assuming Tuheba doesn't kill me, you should join us for drinks. Thanks again, good looking. So, here we are, Tuheba. Ready to clear the air, or should I start throwing stuff?
Peace, Jakarn. All I want is the gem. Now, I will ask you one last time. Where is the jewel of Baan-Dara?
I'll take you to it. Just promise me you'll feed it to your cat, or toss it in a vault or something.
You have my word.
Look at us, making nice. This calls for a toast. Suggestions?
To bold, foolish Fezgar, I think. A Khajiit who died as he lived.
Yeah. To Fez.
You are clever for an outsider.
Moons light your back, Rook. You dealt wisely and well. If ever I have need for another thief, I'll be in touch. He agreed to lead us to the gem, so why would I harm him? Grudges do nothing but make us bitter and poor, yes. Besides, I respect Jakarn's guile. He has the touch of Baan-Dara, that one. Very clever. For a Breton, I mean. I have not decided. For now, it is enough to know it no longer rests in Yeraxian hands. Something so valuable and dangerous belongs to the Khajiit. But we cannot have others jumping off cliffs, can we? I will figure something out. Moons light your back, Rook.
I guess I should get comfortable here in the stitches. Those card sharps and Rimmen probably still want me dead. I'll forget all about the trouble I put him through. Eventually. Thanks for your help today. You're all right, you know that? Tough to say, especially now that we know the gem can put your brain in a tangle. To be fair, Fez never placed much value on, planning. He probably just thought dropping the gem on a treacherous cliff was a good idea at the time. If it'll get her off my back, absolutely. I appreciate gems as much as the next thief, but I prefer my jewelry curse-free, Now that I've cleared my head, getting it back shouldn't take more than a rope and some steady hands. I've got both. It's kind of a blur, but not the satisfying drunken kind. All I remember is that I needed that gem, and I felt really, really confident I could make that jump. If you hadn't talked me down, I'd have wound up as flat as Fez. So, thanks. You mean other than getting drunk enough to forget a magic gem made my friend jump off a cliff? Haven't decided. Might be time for another job. Taking something that doesn't belong to me always cheers me up. I wouldn't use those exact words, but the world will be less interesting without Fez in it. That's a shame. As for being double-crossed, I'm used to that. It barely bothers me anymore. Don't get any ideas, though. Why not? It's not like there are any other nomadic crime bosses offering good money for shady work. Granted, that's because she murdered her competitors, but still. Or maybe I'll swing by a Boz Landing and see what Zira's doing. She's always fun.
Akan says you don't need biting. Fine.
There is nowhere better to sleep off at night.
I guess I should get comfortable here in the stitches. Those card sharps and Rimmen probably still want me dead. I'll forget all about the trouble I put him through. Eventually. Thanks for your help today. You're all right, you know that?
You took your time. Let's talk. Travel never used to take this much out of me. Oh well. Now that you're here, we can begin our investigation of the crypt. The Adept and the Prefect volunteered to scout ahead. They haven't returned. That means it's up to us. We must stop Zumog Foom from reanimating Cadwell the Betrayer. Something has prevented them from returning. I can only assume the necromancers or their undead have done them in. Where they were forestalled, we must prevail. Otherwise, Zumog Foom and the dragons get one step closer to fulfilling their plans. Don't be a fool. Our first priority is to stop Zumog Foom and keep him from aiding the dragons. After that, we can worry about everything else. Provided we survive, of course. Cadwell, what happened to you?
Fun old sport. They ripped it out of me.
We may be too late. It appears Zumog Foom has already taken what he needed from Cadwell. You check on him. I'll stand back and be ready to act, just in case the necromancer placed some sort of trap upon our soul-shriven friend. After taking what he needed, Zumog Foom could have enchanted Cadwell. An explosive rune, a sigil filled with a wasting disease. The necromantic possibilities are endless. Talk to Cadwell. I'm sure it's safe. I'll just be over here, planning.
I'm afraid I bungled this one royally, old friend. I opened a portal, meant to put the villainous Zumog Foom to the sword. He got the better of me. The necromancer stole my essence, flung it to assorted ritual sites throughout the lair. Now I'm weak and my old body is being restored. The big cat and the Imperial, they arrived shortly after I did, but they didn't fare much better. I'm not sure what Zumog Foom did with them. I've just been standing here trying to recover enough strength to give it another go. Charge me up again? Capital idea, and I agree. We can't let the betrayer join the dragons. That reminds me of a time. No. Can't think. Too weak. I'll stand with you as long as I can. Could use a bit of a lie down, though.
I'll delay Zumog Foom's ritual as long as I can. You take Cadwell and see if you can recover his stolen energy.
Ah, good old Abner. The nastier he treats you, the more you know he loves you. I may be weak, but I still have a few battles left in these old bones, or whatever stuff it is I'm actually made of. If we can restore some of my energy, though, I'll be ever so grateful.
You left us to die, Kalo.
Our blood is on your hands.
No! I won't allow you to interfere with the ritual! Slay the flesh from your bones! That glowing cloud, it's holding this ritual together.
I may be weak, but How refreshing. Let's find the rest of me and put it back where it belongs.
Those soldiers were under my command. They died following my orders. Thank you for releasing me from that ordeal. Other than torturing me, I think it was part of a larger ritual being performed by Zumog Foom. They were using my suffering,
merging it with Cadwell's energy to... I don't know, it felt like something was feeding from me, growing stronger. Foom's followers fell upon us the moment we entered the crypts. We never stood a chance. They dragged us in different directions and immediately began the ritual. I assume Zamorak was taken deeper into the lair.
You never know what you're missing till it's gone. I'm just glad to have that old bit of me back where it belongs. What say we go and find the rest?
Those soldiers, other than torture, Foom's followers fell...
You were never strong enough, Zamorak. I died because you were weak.
Praying to the moons won't save you, cat. Interloper. Just more fuel for the ritual.
Zamorak failed. Again.
Welcome back, little energy. I missed you so.
Zamorak always fails the ones who count on him the most. Careful, Walker. You do not know the burden that Zamorak carries. The guilt Zamorak feels whenever he remembers those he failed. How dare you say... No. No, you are right to chide Zamorak. This one let the necromancers wield his guilt against him. Never again. The scent of death and decay is stronger through that door. Go. Stop Zumog Foom. Zamorak will catch up.
You never know what you're missing till it's gone. I'm just glad to have that old...
Zamorak always fails the ones who come.
You're a senile old fool, half-brother. How could you be so reckless? The dragons are your fault!
Your past will destroy you, Abner Thorn.
The spot. Did you know I used to be a High Chancellor? No, wait. No, that bit belongs to Abner.
Zumok Foom is stronger than I anticipated. Or perhaps my powers have degraded more than I realized. Either way, you arrived just in time. If I had to listen to my half-sister prattle on for an instant longer, I would have chewed my own arm off. Believe me, it wasn't my intent when I opened the portal. Foom used a siphoning ward of some sort. It redirected my spell and trapped me in that cloud of energy. They're using Cadwell's essence to power their ritual. It's rather ingenious, actually. I really have no idea. Perhaps it was an echo pulled from my deepest, most morose memories. Perhaps not. While I recover my strength, head through the southern door, I sense a culmination of magic. Zumok Foom must be close to completing his ritual. Zumok Foom.
I'm practically my old self again. Well, not that old. I feel like me. Not that other me from long ago. Oh, this is so confusing. Let's just keep going. Tally-ho!
Five Claw. This one doesn't have much time. Nalado should not be here. This one should be prowling the sand behind the stars and preparing for the next pounce, not lingering in this fetid tomb. Zumog Fum called Nalado back. He planned to use her in a foul ritual, but dead or no, Nalado is still a soldier. His follower never stood a chance. This one sensed something. Decided to wait here a little longer. Nalado thought the cloud of energy reminded her of the strange knight adorned in cookware. This one thinks she absorbed the energy when she killed the necromancer and disrupted this part of the ritual. Return it, perhaps, though that will certainly shred this spirit form. No matter, Nalado no longer belongs in this realm. Tell Queen Carmira and Garashri that Nalado says farewell. Now, prepare yourself, strange knight. This belongs to you.
The cat captain, she's sacrificed herself. For me. I don't know what to say. We need to hurry, my friend. Zumog Fum is almost finished, and I'm starting to find this whole looking through two sets of eyes thing to be quite disorienting.
You really think you can stop me? Neither you nor that bumbling corpse stand a chance!
I never! I'll have you know, I'm barely 1/4 cadaver on my mother's side. What's...
Two of you can't exist in the same reality, soul-shriven! The stronger the betrayer becomes, the weaker you will grow! Rise and destroy my
I'm fading away. Oh, jolly good shell. Of course I planned to deal with the orc myself once my reanimation was complete. Now that I'm whole, I have a destiny to fulfill. So, cheerio! I always heard that introspection could be difficult, but meeting yourself. No one likes to discover that they were a tallow catch. Try not to hold it against me. Him and me were two sides of a dented coin. I don't think the world can handle more than one Cadwell at a time. My essence, I feel it draining away. Strange as the end approaches, so does clarity. You will try to stop him for me, won't you? Finish what I started a long, long time ago. I remember how we stopped the dragons. Kunzari and we tricked Calgronti, used his own ambition against him, convinced him to place a portion of his power in Jode's core. Calgronti ordered his brothers to follow suit. Once weakened, we were able to trap them in the halls of Colossus. Then the betrayer, then I killed Kunzari. I earned that name. I planned to steal the power, but Anequina's adepts... I'm still here. Chimera, she looks like Anequina. So pretty. Anequina possessed a key to a special place. That's where I learned to use portals. Luckily, they cut off my head and dismembered me before I could reach Jode's core. I guess you have to chop him up again. Tell Chimera she has the key, and look after the little honor with Steve.
Could that be the key to using the dragon horn?
The same notion occurred to me, Queen Chimera.
Wait, here comes Tarn and the others. Five Claw, talk to me.
The Queen has been anxious since you and the others left to deal with Zumag Fum. She's waiting to hear what happened. I suggest you report to her immediately.
I am happy to see you and the others, Five Claw, and I'm eager to hear what happened. Wait, where is Cadwell? That does not bode well. The betrayer of Kunzari was a great hero who became a terrible villain. It took all the remaining champions and the moon priests of Anequina to stop him. But how does the betrayer's return help the dragons? A special place? That does not give us a lot of information to go on, Five Claw. Did Cadwell tell you anything else before he disappeared? The ancient legends. I have been studying them. They mention Jode's core, a vault of some kind. Kunzari tricked the demons into storing their power there, though now we know that the demons were dragons. A metaphor, yes? As for a key... Everyone, meet in the royal study. I have something to show you.
So much to do, so little to do it with. Moons give us strength.
Cadwell spoke of Anequina, one of Kunzari's champions. He mentioned a key. I think he meant my pendant.
Zamorak remembers. Your mother wore it before you. Does it have more than sentimental significance?
It hides me from magical detection. Mother would take my pendant in her hand and whisper, "When Kunzari smiled, Anequina asked the moons to move for him."
The Shadow Dance Temple ruins? Is that where the betrayer has gone?
I discovered as a young girl that the pendant and this ancient map interact in interesting ways.
Interesting. A magic pendant. I wonder if Chimera would allow me to study it. After she's finished using it, of course.
Zamorak remembers Chimera's pendant. Her mother, Queen Numara, wore it before she gave it to her daughter. This one did not know it possessed such an enchantment, though.
I learned the stories of Kunzari from my mother. Did I tell you she was a moon singer before she married my father? She said the pendant once belonged to Anequina. I am related to Anequina. Direct descendant, according to the moon priests. An ancient ruin. The place was once the Shadow Dance Temple, but now it is nothing but tumbled stones. Still, Cadwell indicated the pendant was the key to finding the betrayer. What else do we have to go on? Yes, from Kunzari's story. He tricked the demons into giving him their power. Then Anequina moved the moon so he could store the power in Jode's core for safekeeping. Of course, now we know the demons of the story were actually the dragons. In their weakened state, Kunzari was able to trick the dragons and trap them in the halls of Colossus. But one of his companions betrayed him, stabbed him in the back, and went to the place of the Dark Dance to steal the demon power. I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want to finish what he started in the ancient time. But the dragons also want that power. Are they working together? Either way, we need to get to the temple ruins. As we saw on the map, the ruins lie in the foothills east of the Scar, between Orcrest and the town of Hakoshe. We will meet you there.
Interesting.
Zamorak remembers Kamira's pendant.
I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want to finish what he started.